What is good, everybody? Welcome to my sports edition of my podcast. Thank you all for listening or watching however you're getting this podcast. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can get all these notifications every weekend when I drop. I really appreciate the engagement and everything moving forward. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. My first topic, Joel Embiid shooting down Ben Simmons rumors of, not having a rift or whatever, saying he loves playing with Ben. I think it's BS. Ben Simmons got to get out of there, and he wants out too. He told the Sixers he don't even want to be on the team no more. So all that is, it ain't a good look for Philly. Me personally, I want to see Ben Simmons on Golden State or Portland. But if they go on Portland, I want to see him with CJ and Dame. But I think they're going to have to get rid of CJ McCollum to trade to Ben Simmons. And I don't think they want to do that. So it is what it is. I would love to see him in Golden State with a bunch of shooters, Steph, Clay, and all their good draft picks. So yeah, I'd love to see Ben Simmons in a Golden State uniform. It is what it is. It's not really a lot of basketball news other than the Ben Simmons stuff and DeAndre Jordan actually planning to sign with the Lakers. LaMarcus Aldridge coming out of retirement for his health reasons. I hope he's all right. I hope he can play. And he's going to the Nets. I mean, it's the off season, so it's slow, But when stuff like DeAndre Jordan being traded to the Pistons, being bought out, and then going to the Lakers is top news, we know we're in the off season after the draft. So hey, we just ready for football. We're ready for football season for sure, but we're ready for basketball season to start back as well. I think DeAndre Jordan can give the Lakers quality minutes. I really do. He fell out of the rotation in Brooklyn because, they really didn't need him to do what they had Blake Griffin doing, really. I mean, it's sad to say, but it's true. It is what it is. And, I think he'll flourish in the Lakers. The Lakers are going to be a sneaky team. And I say that because having all those old players, I guess, LAARP, I think they're going to do some damage. I think they're going to be a legitimate team. In order to win in this league, you need superstars. You need that pedigree. And the Lakers definitely have that. And they're going to be a team to actually pay close attention to, in my opinion, along with the Brooklyn Nets if they can stay healthy. But the Lakers are going to be a very interesting team to watch this year. All right. Cam Newton being cut by the Patriots. And they're starting Mac Jones. It's crazy to see that Cam Newton has been cut. He actually said that there's no 32 people better than him, referring to 32 teams having their starting quarterback better than him. And I believe that is true. If Cam Newton wants to win, he needs to go to Washington or Minnesota. Kirk Cousins is not the answer. Ryan Fitzpatrick is not the answer. If he wants a job, go to Washington, Minnesota, Denver, or Houston. You're not winning in Denver, you're not winning in Houston. If you want a job, go there. If you want to be a backup, the best place where you can be is Dallas, Baltimore, or Buffalo. That's just my opinion. Cam, I really hope that you go to Washington. I want to see him on Washington so bad because they are literally a quarterback away. Ryan Fitzpatrick is not the answer. Ryan Fitzpatrick goes up here, then he goes down here, then he goes way down here, then he goes way up here, and you don't want that, okay? You know what you're getting with Ryan Fitzpatrick. You have him as a backup, okay, that's cool. But as a starter, Washington missed the boat on that one. I'm sorry. Build a team with $15. Okay, let's go ahead and do this in real time. I like doing stuff like this. My quarterback. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna work from tight end back. So tight end, I'm actually gonna choose Hayden Hurst for $1 here. I watched him when he was in Baltimore. Listen, I did not want him to go. I didn't want him to be traded. I understood why they did, because Mark Andrews, you know, he's obviously a little better than him. But Hayden Hurst is no slouch. He was catching good passes. He looked really nice. I liked Hayden Hurst. So I'll take him for $1. That's a good one for me. I think he's better than Evan Ingram. That's just my opinion. Wide receiver number 2. I'm going to go with, let's see. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Devontae Adams. I'm going to go $5 here. Number 5. Yeah. So I have $6 right now. Why? Because of my next picks that I'm going to pick, and because he's the best route runner in the NFL. If you're the best route runner, you're always going to be open. So no matter who I pick at quarterback, as long as they're competent, they got you. My next receiver is going to be Jarvis Landry for $1. I'm at $7 right now. Listen, Jarvis Landry is a good receiver. I don't mind having him. He's a good 50-50 ball catcher. He will catch the ball. He doesn't drop anything. He really doesn't. He barely has any drops in his career. He runs decent routes. He's not the fastest guy, but when you have someone like Devontae Adams, when you have someone like, you know, Jarvis Landry underneath picking up that stuff, hey, you can't lose. That's a good combo. I will take that combo. I'll take that trio for $7. Number 4. I'm going with my guy, Alvin Kamara. Listen, Derrick Henry is unstoppable. He is a beast. But I need someone that can do it all. Derrick Henry's not a receiving back. He'll catch a screen or two, but I need that dual threat at running back. And Alvin Kamara is that guy. Okay? He can run it. He'll run you over. He'll juke you out. He will break your ankles. He will catch passes out the backfield. He will run routes from the slot. Alvin Kamara is that guy. And let's see. I'm at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got $4 left. So I can pick Murray, Ryan, Burrow, or Tua. And I'm going with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray and Alvin Kamara in the backfield with the read option. Boy, listen. that's a good team. So Murray, Kamara, Landry, Adams, and Hayden Hurst. I like that team. I love that team. Who are y'all picks? What's your team with $15? Go ahead and build it in the comments. Alright, before I get into my series, I want to get into these hot or not jerseys. So the Duel by Natures by the Los Angeles Lakers, introducing the 1960 and the original 2020 remix. These are a not for me. I'm sorry, I don't like these. I just don't like them. They just don't look good to me. When I think of the Lakers, I think of purple and yellow. I mean, purple and gold, but I understand alternates and I understand, you know, changing up whatever, but they just don't do it for me. They don't look the part. I'm sorry. The Brooklyn Nets, a tribute to Revolutionary. Now, these are hot. I love these jerseys. If I was a fan, these would be the jerseys that I would get. I would pay whatever amount of money it took for me to get these, okay? If I was a fan of the Brooklyn Nets, like a diehard fan. I like the art. I understand, like, you know, Brooklyn and stuff is really colorful and they tried to incorporate that. That is dope. I really like what they did with those. City Threads by the Houston Rockets. These are definitely a nod. I like the colors though. I know what they were trying to do because the Houston Oilers back in the day and stuff like that, they had, you know, these exact colors, which is cool. But I just don't like them. I'm sorry. I can respect it and I like what they do, but I just don't like the jerseys. The Denver Nuggets alternate jerseys. These are a not. I'm sorry, I don't like these either. These ain't it. I can't even give a good analysis on it. I just don't like the colors. I don't like the way they look, and they just don't do it for me. I'm sorry. These Utah Jazz ones though, these are definitely hot. I like the green and yellow. I really do. It looks like lemon lime. I don't care. These are dope. Oh yeah, these are dope. These all purple by the Vikings. These are a not for me. These look too plain. These look like just they got some shirts at Walmart, threw on some numbers and called it a day. No effort at all. The old Green Bay Packers jerseys, definitely a not. Ugh. Like, these probably the worst jerseys I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why they do that, but hey, it is what it is. The all gray Detroit. Now, these right here are fire. These are hot. I like these jerseys. The Lions can't do nothing in, football, but they will have some bomb jerseys. I cannot cap. I can't take that away from them. All right, so it's time for my analysis of my teams for the series. We're going to start with the NFC East and end with the AFC East, and that's all for, the series. That's about time. So, start with the Dallas Cowboys. Why not? Dak Prescott coming back. Their backup quarterbacks are trash. They should sign Cam Newton, like I said. Ezekiel Elliott's got to have a great year. I hope so. CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb is coming this year. Trust me. Blake Jarwin, the tight ends are, is what it is. But their offensive line, I hope they can get healthy and get better. They haven't been what they are in the past, but they have been in the past. But they gotta stay healthy. That's all it is. And their defense leaves room to be desired, obviously. With Dan Quinn coming, I hope that they can shore that up and making Keanu Neal the middle linebacker. I think that was a good idea. Micah Parsons and Leighton Vander Esch on the other side. That's crazy how Jalen Smith lost his job to Keanu Neal, but I hope they put Jalen Smith in Leighton Vander Esch's spot. I think that'd be a good linebacker trio for them. They have a decent defensive line. It is what it is, but yeah, it's decent. I hope DeMarcus Lawrence can return to Pro Bowl form. I think they're gonna go 9-8 at best, at the very best. The Washington football team, they're only a quarterback away, and if they want to win over 10 games, they need to sign Cam Newton. Otherwise, they're going 9-8 at the best too. Listen, the Washington football team, their defense is probably top 3 in the whole NFL. Their defensive line is unquestioned great. Chase Young, Montez Sweat on the outside, Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen on the inside. I mean, there's not a defensive line that's better than them. And as far as the whole defense, they're top 3. Kendall Fuller, William Jackson. He's no slouch. He came from Cincinnati. I know what he can do. He's no slouch. Landon Collins is a good box safety, and Bobby McCain, they're really high on him. They're high on Cameron Curl too, so they got a good defense. I like what they have on defense, and I love what they have on offense with Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel. And Logan Thomas is a good tight end, converted quarterback, and their offensive line is okay. Brandon Scherf's a good one, but they need to maximize that, and Ryan Fitzpatrick will not maximize that. So they're going 9-8, 10-7 at best. It is what it is. Daniel Jones and the Giants, they just need to get rid of Daniel Jones. I'm not a fan of Daniel Jones. He turns the ball over way too much, and did need to get him out of there. It's that simple. They wasted that pick when they should have drafted somebody else. I'm glad they didn't get Dwayne Haskins, because you see how he's turning out, so you really couldn't win with either way. So, they did what they had to do. They just need to be healthy. And if they're healthy, they can be a 7-win team at best. But if they're not going to be healthy, they're not winning more than 3 or 4 games. This is a very bad roster. Besides, I like their secondary, though. I like Adoree Jackson. I like James Bradbury and the safeties, Ryan and Peppers. But everything else besides Leonard Williams on the line and Dexter Lawrence, they don't do it for me. I'm sorry. They just don't do it for me. They have some good offensive weapons, but like I said, Daniel Jones will only take them so far. It is what it is. And the Philadelphia Eagles. The people are sleeping low key on the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think that they're going to be a bad team. I don't think they're going to be great either, but I don't think they're going to be like this 2-win team that people are saying. No, I think they'll win maybe about 5 or 6 games at the least, maybe 7 or 8 at the most. I don't think they're a bad team. I think Jalen Hurts can do some damage. Joe Flacco, Gardner Minshew. I don't know why they traded for Gardner Minshew or even had a quarterback competition to begin with. It should have been Jalen Hurts' job to lose, and given his spot, just put him in there. Don't have him in a competition. But that's just my opinion. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not really a Philly fan, so it is what it is. Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, and Devontae Smith. That is an underrated receiver duo. Philly, y'all may have something with that trio. That is an underrated receiver trio. Y'all may have something there. Seriously, y'all may have something there. Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz at the tight end spot. They have a great O-line. I love their O-line. Their defensive line is pretty good. Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett, and Josh Sweat backing them up. Yep, Josh Sweat coming from Chesapeake. Shout out to 757. And they got Darius Slay on one corner. He's gonna lock them down. Steven Nelson, Avonte Maddox. They have an okay secondary, and linebacker cores leave a little bit to be desired. But I like where they're headed. And I want to see more from them. The AFC East. Let's go to the Patriots. So the Patriots obviously got rid of Cam, and they're Mac Jones now. So I think Mac Jones is gonna win probably 7. No, I'm gonna give Bill Belichick the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna go with 10-7. I think they're gonna go 10-7, try to sneak into the playoffs as a wild card, because the Bills are winning this division. And I like Ramondre Stevenson, that running back. They need to get him some touches. They have a nasty little 4-way going on at running back with Damian Harris, James White catching out the backfield, J.J. Taylor, and Ramondre Stevenson. They should be a pretty good backfield. Nelson Aguilar and Jacoby Myers are your number 1 and 2 receivers. That can leave a little bit to be desired, but that's okay. They're not going to pass the ball that much, in my opinion. And if they do, Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, and those 2 tight ends, they're going to be getting a lot of They're going to be getting a lot of play. The offensive line is pretty good. I'd say it's top 5 offensive line in the league. J.C. Jackson and Jalen Mills at the cornerbacks for right now, with Stephon Gilmore being out, and they have a decent secondary. Devin McCourty, Adrian Phillips, their linebackers, Dante Hightower, Matthew Judon from the Baltimore Ravens, and Kyle Van Noy. It's a decent linebacking core, and a pretty good defensive line too. Bill Belichick's a defensive master, so he'll put him in the right spot, I'm pretty sure. The Miami Dolphins, I don't think Tua's it. I'm not a fan of Tua. I'm sorry, I don't think he can do it. He looks scared to me, and off the eye test, if you look scared, you're not going to prosper in this league. I hope he can prove me wrong, but I just don't think he's going to be, what people think he's going to be in this league. So they're trying to trade for Deshaun Watson. Given all the legal troubles and stuff, I wouldn't do it, but I hope that all that is gone and Deshaun Watson is actually free and clear so he can lead this Dolphins team. So go ahead and trade for him, Miami. Miami is going to be 9-8 at best, and I think they're going to be 9-8 actually, not even at best. The New York Jets. Now Zach Wilson is the quarterback of the future, and I'll be the first to say it. I was wrong. I did not think Zach Wilson was going to be, having the command of the offense that he's shown in the preseason. I thought he was going to be scared. I thought he was going to be, the won't be too big for him in New York. But he showed that he can do it so far. Even though it was just preseason, it was just preseason. But he's shown me more than I thought that he would show me. And that's saying something. I have a high bar for quarterbacks. And, you know, he's doing well so far. But I got the Jets winning 5 games. They're not going to win more than 5 games this year. I'm sorry. So they're going to go 5-12. 5-12 at best. Last but not least, the AFC East champion, I believe the Bills. They're going to win probably 13 games. So they're going to go 13-4. The Bills have a great team. The Bills have a great team, top to bottom. Josh Allen, I'm still kind of on the fence about him, but I'm leaning towards, you know, him being an actual superstar. Josh Allen is going to be that guy for years in Buffalo. Buffalo got a good one, but I just need to see more. That's it. I just need to see more from Josh Allen. They got a great defense. They got a good offense. They'll probably bring John Brown back, I believe. But yeah, the Buffalo Bills are going to be a team to reckon with. And that's it for my podcast today. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. However you got it, I greatly appreciate it. Tune in for next week and take care, y'all. Have a good one.